Breaking the silence, taking the dive in. Nikki pulling strings like she playing the violin. Made in his likeness, radiant vibrance. Give him all glory, ain't no way to deny it. She gon' make you laugh, she gon' stimulate your mind. Making things shake, she ain't in no wasting time. They can come close but can't imitate the grind. Got a different way to illustrate and innovate designs. BTS podcast, gotta watch that. Teaching us the game, that mean Nikki got class. If you watch it once, you gon' wanna stop back. This an opportunity that you cannot pass. Unleash your inner voice, cause better days coming. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days.
Hey everyone, when we find courage to speak, we give others permission to heal. So welcome to another episode of Breaking the Silence. I'm your host, Arthur Nikki Nicole, and this is a podcast where I share stories that inspire, empower, and help you find your voice. So I'm excited about this episode today. And I'm excited because I'm sitting down with another incredible person that is doing amazing things. And when I tell you, I looked at his little snippet of his bio and I was like, okay, PCs. He's a hip hop artist, entrepreneur, labor owner, clothing line owner from White Plains, New York, but now residing in Detroit. He has been in music for over 2 decades, y'all. And despite being quadriplegic in 2022, he still strives to win at every chance he gets, right? So after his countdown, please welcome this amazing guy to the platform.
Love you guys. Bye.
You know, it's like my dad always said, procrastination is the assassination of motivation. Forward motion. Got a smile ear to ear, but it's clear what it's from. California's on fire while it's sitting in sun. Big thumbs waiting for the reinforcements to come. All I see is 50 Swifties beating the same drum. Now the evidence is gone, it's funny, so are the drones. Back to being told the line starts back at the cones. Eyes blurry on me.
Hey.
Hey.
Thanks so much for coming to be a guest on my platform. I'm excited about having this conversation with you today and find out the amazing things that you've done and how you got there.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate the opportunity for sure.
Awesome. So my first question, when did you fall in love with the mic?
Very young age, I fell in love with the mic. As soon as I saw what was being generated from the music, I gravitated in the sense of me moving towards connecting with it. I don't know, I would say like 7 years old, definitely. Not a firm believer in gravity, so I'd have to say the buoyancy towards it,
So 7 years old. So did you have any influences in your life? Most people that get into the music industry, they have a father, a mother, or aunt or uncle, that inspired them to sing. Was that your case?
Not at all, actually. It was not. It was just something that I found that I connected to very well, and I was very different for it actually. Looked at kind of cross-eyed about, not cross-eyed, but to the side, like, what is he doing over here? And then after that, joining into chorus class in school was definitely different as well, and that's what really helped me.
Okay.
get
So now,
to do it.
who inspired you to, keep going and, because, the music industry can be really, it can be really challenging and it can be really hard to like stay in there and stay true to yourself. So who has inspired you to say, keep going in this industry and keep winning?
Whew, that's a hard question, because over time, definitely those names have changed dramatically, and I've done a lot of interviews more recently because of my more recent project I've released, and that's a question that's been asked of me, and it's a hard everybody's changed up so much. I can't even give an answer to that because you have one way you look at things and one way you perceive people as being, and then you find out that things are not really as they are. Um, Big for me was, I don't know, man, myself. Seriously, I was doing it and I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew that I was moving. There was motion, there was motion, and what I was doing was right.
Okay, well, I can get that. So now we gotta introduce Miss Crystal to the audience,
Yeah, I
and
was
she's
just
sitting
about to
there so
say.
sweet. Let us know who Miss Crystal is sitting over here.
This is my wife, Crystal. She is the mother of my children, our children. We've been married now for quite some time. We've been together for 16 years. She is also partners. We're partners with our company we own, the Tinfoil Hat Factory. She's a very strong, great part of the company, and which the company is also not even, it's not even just merchandise, but we are now a record label as well. And Miss Thing right here, she's blowing up online like crazy, doing great things for our company, and she holds it down, and she holds me down as well. My best friend, my wife, and she
And
helps.
we're always
Yeah,
together.
yeah, always.
I love it. I have 17 years in. I know exactly how that feels. Listen, people think it's
Right?
easy. 17 years and 16 years ain't easy.
Right.
Not at
so,
all.
Seriously.
so tell me about the company. Tell me what it entails and how did it start and where are you at now with it?
Hmm. Well, we've been around now for about 4.5 years. We were living in Albuquerque, New Mexico at the time,
Mm.
and we are a very aware we're definitely aware to what's happening around us in
Mhm.
various different ways, and a lot of people call us conspiracy theorists, I guess you would like be called, but we define ourselves as not conspiracy theorists but conspiracy realists.
Mm.
And there are a lot of us out here now today,
Mm-hmm.
and a big reason for that is everybody helping waking each other up. And I saw the concept with the tinfoil hat, where I went to Lids and got a hat made up, and I started posting it on Facebook, me in it, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's so cool. Do you have them for sale?" And then right then, boom, light bulb went off, and we just started been doing it. We're
Mhm.
LLC, we are trademarked, we're official, internationally known. Our product, I would say, is all 6 continents.
Right.
Um, that's a little truth or sense right there.
Yeah.
But but
It's a little joke.
it's a little joke. But we're doing it, and
Yeah.
it's good. And the whole point of the company and what we're doing is to help people realize that it is okay to be outside of the box and ask questions and see things in a different light rather than just being told to stand in the line right there and do as the person in front of you is doing.
Right.
We are not meant to be those type of people. And over time, it has changed into us being those people and supposed to be those people. And for those who want us to be that way, is to continue to follow a different structure to continue to show others to do that,
Planting
as
seeds.
yeah. So that's what we're
Love it.
doing. So what we're doing is planting the opposite seeds, showing them ways. And there's some people who don't agree with what we're saying, but it all goes back to the ultimate truth, the most important truth. And even in the Bible, it says, the most important thing is the truth. And with that being said, the most important truth to all the truth that we're trying to put out there is that the Messiah is key,
Mm.
you know?
I
and
love it.
Mhm.
and that's it. You know.
Wow. If walking in the purpose and your purpose was two people, y'all would be it. But you know what? When you start doing something that you really love, it takes off just like
Yeah.
that because you were supposed to been doing it, but everything is on God's time, and I say that a lot. Everything is on God's time, and so when you really start walking in that, ain't nothing gonna stop you. So congratulations to both of y'all. I love that being
Thank
out of the
you.
Thank you
box
very
because
much.
it took me a while to get there, y'all. To get there to the point
Yeah.
where I can be out of the box and just be me, no matter what. So I think that's
Girl.
amazing that y'all are planting that seed and y'all now walking in that. So that's important too. So
I'm in a wheelchair, but close.
well, you know.
Wheelchair joke.
Uh,
So now you got to tell me what's the story behind your stage name, PC.
PCs. My name is Paul Christopher Caesar the second. So it is a play on my words. So the P and the Christopher, and then the Caesar, and then the two. So just as multiple C's, but it's just a play on the words. All, but it's spelled like as to conquer, or to obtain. Seize. Well, my last name is Caesar, spelled as the king or whatever. Caesar. So it's just a play on the words.
So it can
You
even
know?
be PCs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like it. I ain't gonna lie. I like it. So now
Thank you.
if somebody asked you to describe your music as a playlist similar to someone else, how would you describe that and how would you get them to listen to your music?
Mm.
Especially if they're like, okay, baby boomers. Let's say baby boomers.
Mm.
Everybody's different. Like the Gen X's and you got the baby boomers. How would you promote yourself to them and describe your music as a playlist?
My music for sure has changed over the past decade. And the reason that it's changed is because it's become more of an aware sense, such as the outside of the box. Hey, look at this, think type of music. With that being said, too, I am an artist and I am dope at what I do, and one of the greats, you know what I mean? For real, if you were to listen to my music, I got something for them. And what I've done with that is I've taken it to this new way and brought it back actually to that 90s type of style. And a lot of people are loving that, and loving that it's coming back to what the hip hop essence should really be, rather than being this new line of quote unquote hip hop that they're calling it, but rather back to that boom bop, fucking boom bap, like real music with substance that has people interested to hear what is going to be said. The wordplay is ridiculous. The entendres are unheard of how I'm doing it. um the hooks, everything is just falling back into place of where hip hop should have never left. And I'm a lover of hip hop for sure, but the hip hop the way it is nowadays, not everybody, but a great percentage of what it is, and it's all because of the money that these businesses are trying
Yep.
to take over with, is leading people away from it. And if it keeps going too long, it's just going to be too far, and too late for it to change back. So I'm out here screaming, this is hip hop and how it should be. And as you're shaking your head, you know what that hip hop is. You know what it was. You know how that
Okay.
feeling you felt. Those words put together to just make you think, wow, did he really say that? And make me feel that way about that.
Hmm.
That's what I'm bringing back to the table.
I love it. Listen, before I always have an interview with artists, I always binge listen. So as you're talking and I'm listening to you, I'm like, yeah, he's right. Because I've listened to maybe like 5 songs back to back of yours last night. Just last night. And I
All
was like,
right.
I'm feeling these songs now. I said, I think
Appreciate
I'm
the
gonna do a
time.
promo real soon, with just your songs because it's relatable and it does take you back to that feel. And I love the 90s. absolutely love the 90s era. I don't care what nobody says, it's not debatable. And I say it on every episode, it's not debatable.
Right.
The 90s was
Not
the best.
Yeah.
not debatable.
Yeah.
Because
It
that's
was
it
the
right there, man. That's where we found that you got to think it was all growing. You said it, from White Plains, New York, man. I'm from New York, Colorado, Michigan. I've lived in Providence and came up wrecking the hip hop scene over there, and all in the New England Channel touring. I've lived in New Mexico for 2.5 years in Albuquerque. I'm out here getting it in, and everywhere that I go, like you might hear one of my songs, I keep it real, everywhere I go, it's been the same thing, and it's the same pushing to be who I claim that I am, because I keep it real. I keep it
so
real, man.
so now with all that now, everything that's going on in the music industry, it can be very oversaturated. And a lot of people are doing things to get in the game and stay in the game. So how do you stay true and say, you know what, I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna still, speak my truth and not fall for everything that's going on in the music industry just to get to the top?
To do that, I think that you have to stay true to yourself and not really worry about what's going to happen, but more so just rely on the faith and where you're supposed to end up when it's all said and done. Because if you do something that you want to do and you believe in, and you know that you're doing it for the right purpose, and you're gonna be honest with yourself, and there's gonna be a spark in your brain that's not gonna be in others, and you're just gonna keep forward motion, and that persistence is really what's gonna get other people to look at you, and be like, look at him doing this. And I believe, maybe I didn't answer that exactly how
You
I
hit it.
wanted to, but I have lines. Repetition got me where I'm at. That and getting bent. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm. So now you being in a wheelchair, how has that changed your life and influenced your creativity and drive? Did that increase it and make you just say, I got to go harder because I'm different from everybody now? How did that change your life?
Well, in December 4th, 2022, I released, or not 22, 24, I released Tinfoil Half Bags Volume 1. And I released a song on there that I never really talked about before, and that was about an accident I was in 2002 when I was 17 years old. That accident, I broke my neck in 4 places. I broke my back in 4 places. I had a traumatic brain injury, which they say I still have. Was in a coma for 21 days, and I woke up on Christmas. And the song goes all over this. The name of the song is December 4th, 2002. But not to give away too much of a spoiler of this song, but I healed from that. Like, the doctors didn't expect me to make music again, do anything of the sort, and I told them when they said that they were wrong. Healed from it completely, touring, doing shows, writing music. I met my wife in 2009. She wouldn't even have known that anything of the sort had happened to me, unless I told her, which I did. But everything was fine. I healed from it. I was doing my thing. And in 2022, and see, I'm saying that to say this. You're talking about being in a wheelchair. I wasn't in a wheelchair then. I was in a wheelchair then, and then I healed. And now in 2022, it was a regular night, and all of a sudden my back started hurting. I told my wife, hey, yo, my back's hurting. Kids were at home, and I was like, everything. She was like, oh, your back's just probably hurt, because my back hurt. I broke my back before in the past, Of course, my back hurts. My wife rubs my back for me. A little bit of time passed. I'm like, we have to go to the hospital. Something's wrong. So by the time we're on the way there, by the time we're in the car, I can't even slap my hands together. and we ended up stopping at an urgent care to call an ambulance because the urgent care was closed. By the time they got there, I couldn't even get out of the ambulance, out of my car. They had to pick me up, put me in the thing, got to the hospital. They thought I had a cyst on my neck, right? That needed to be drained. They took me in for surgery or whatever. They come out, tell my wife and my mom, who was there
Yeah, she
actually,
didn't get there yet.
told my wife that there's actually a tumor entangled in my spinal cord, and it was a cancerous tumor.
And he would need emergency surgery on his spine. So
Yeah.
then his
So
mom came out.
so with that, I don't remember any of this, but it was encapsulated. The cancer was encapsulated, so nothing ever came out and spread or anything, thankfully. But with the surgery and everything, it left my spinal cord in shock pretty much. And we ended up finding out that all took place. The tumor grew because of the scar tissue on my neck where I broke my neck 20 years earlier. So it's just out of nowhere, it was just nowhere. Like I healed from it. And I know that was a long answer to that question, but it's
I'm here
hard,
for
man.
it. I'm here for
Man,
it.
it's crazy for me to recover through all that. And I know people who are in wheelchairs, I'm friends with people who are paraplegic, they're my friends, right? And they just look at me like, geez, man, I don't even know how I would deal with recovering from it and then it having to happen all over again. It's a lot harder this time too, man.
And you were just planning on making one song, but then he got in the studio.
I didn't even know if I was gonna be able to make music after this because my diaphragm was affected. And I just wrote one song, which is the last song on Tinfoil Hatbags Volume 1. It's called The Ones That Ride 2. And then I was just like, boom, it just got nasty.
He's just song after song after song. He can't stop now.
That was only a 5-track EP, but then I just released the 8 one. And I'm working
You gonna
on
make me
another one.
binge listen tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go listen to all of that because I like that last title you just said. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. But you know what? It was for you to go through that to get where you're at, and look at you. You took flight. You took flight. You're still going.
Yep.
It's all in the Messiah's name. That's it.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing it for. It's for him, the truth of it, and to bring people closer to him, and the truth that we are special. We are special. We are the Creator's favorite creation. You know what I mean? We are nothing more than that. We can't think of these other things. We are him. We got to do what we do for him and to be drawn closer to him so we can have a better relationship.
Absolutely. Amen. Whew. Man, let me tell you something. There's no excuse for nobody. Nobody. You're doing it.
Right.
You're making your 24 hours count.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
So now, after over 2 decades in hip hop, what has been your proudest moment on the stage or in the studio?
The stage or in the studio, man. I'm known to shut down shows. Quote myself for a new track. I'm known to shut down shows. There's just so many. There's just I'm not sure if I can answer that. There was a long string of me pulling out party buses out here in Detroit, like 10, 11 years ago. That was a real fun time. Then I ended up moving out to Rhode Island, Providence. Big up to them out there. Providence, Rhode Island has an ill hip hop scene for real, next to Massachusetts. And man, my proudest moment was just being able to do it. I haven't performed again since all this has happened.
Right. Well, COVID, there was the whole shutdown of things, and then
But just getting them to put their hands up to feel me, man. For
I know
real.
that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Whew. You got to get back out there.
Right.
I do.
Got to
It's
get back
it's
out there
been
now.
it's been a minute, but it's definitely good with since I've had to take a break with all of this, and there's some reasons before that as well, dealing with epilepsy actually,
Oh,
and just some other things. Social media. My wife and I are definitely running things on social media, which has been a good with the company, that has been blended in with the music and just taking flight in a whole different way that has never been able to been pursued unless it was for COVID and everybody having to be on
Right.
the internet,
mhm.
and with the music videos now being intertwined with the product. And my music has changed so much, and being more towards spiritually waking up, bringing people towards the truth, that's what a lot of my music is talking about now.
Okay.
And with that being able to be done, then it's able to be brought with my company, with our company. And yeah, you just gotta check the music. It's fresh.
Yeah.
It's fresh for real. They're not doing it like me. And I'm talking all this like conscious, like realist type thing, but it's not. I've learned from songs in the past, like when COVID first came out, and I was like, "Corona is a hoax,"
Right.
and saying shit like that. Very quick to be taken off. So
Mhm.
I I've become even more brilliant with this throwing it in there and people not really being able to understand unless they're trying to understand.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Now you said social media. Now, back in the day, they had the CDs, the cassettes, the records, all this good stuff. That was the good stuff. I don't care what anybody say.
Right.
That was the good stuff. Now
Still the
having this
good stuff.
still the good stuff. Now having to shift from that to going to streams and getting like 1 cent or less.
Right.
How has that challenge been challenging for you in the industry? Because I know that artists. I've met a lot of artists, and they work hard. Sometimes you have to be in the studio hours and hours on hand. I mean, back in the day, that's how they used to do it too. They used to be in the studio for hours and hours on hand, and people will vote on their songs, and if it was good or bad, and they put that one out. But working so hard and getting paid less than a penny, how has that been a challenge for you?
It has become, I'm not sure if a challenge, but a realization that this is how things are now. And if you want it to be any different than that, then you're just going to have to work your ass off and be different than the next person and provide them with something worth hearing. And the whole point of making this music for me nowadays has changed from back in the past where I wanted to, it was all about money, to really now it's all about it reaching the people's ears and what it could really do for them. So with the money comes, but it's really about a lot more than just money now, especially in 2025, where there's genocides taking place in the world,
Mhm.
and you really realize what's more important. And for a lot of people aren't there yet. So that's why I'm trying to put it out there. It's like, hey
Mhm.
guys, calm down. It's not that serious.
It's not.
Just make something for them to feel. Let them kick back. Let them feel it. Don't let your whole life become dependent on that, but keep your feet moving forward, your wheelchair rolling forward, whatever, and just forward motion. I keep saying that because that's all you could do is what you could do. Pray about it, have good direction, have good spirits in you, and just try to do the best that you can. And whatever's going to happen, thy will be done, not mine. Bring me into you, take me out of myself so I can better do your will.
That's
It's got
it.
to. It's got to be what it's gonna be. You can be mad about it if you want, but what's that gonna do? You know, you better find something else to make you happy if this ain't doing the trick.
Right. So now we've come to my least favorite part of the show, the last question. So, what's one belief you used to whisper, but now you roar?
Mm,
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's
that's
stuck.
no, I don't know if I'm stuck. I just have. Um, Repeat the question one more time, please.
What's one thing that you used to whisper, but now you roar?
I guess change is the only thing consistent. You know, you gotta do it differently. Um, I don't even know if that's the main thing that I would want to answer that with that, but you
I
know,
personally think it's him talking about the Messiah and his like, because you did used to kind of talk about it, but now you really like talk to everybody about it, and you've said that that's why you want to make music. And so to me,
I
from an
get,
outsider, that would be
but
my
you're really not an
answer.
outsider.
Yeah.
You're right there.
Right, you're not an outsider.
That would be like, well, me not being him answering the question.
That is true though. Because like I said to you, that's what it's all about really. And how I put a lot of people aren't ready for that too. And that's why it's placed in my music, not like hidden, but just listen. Yeah, I don't know if that question is answered very well. That
He'll
is
have
that
to ponder about
yeah,
that.
that is
That was a
you know,
toughie.
yeah.
All right, y'all. So now we're going into the two truths and one lie segment. I'm gonna do the countdown, and we're gonna come back and I'm gonna test your knowledge. All right.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
You'll hear three statements, but only two are true. One's a lie. Can you spot it before time runs out? Let's go.
Hold on.
All right. So the first, we got three categories. The first one is classic hip hop. Okay, I'm gonna give you three statements. Now you gotta tell me which one is a lie. Tupac and Biggie once planned to release a joint album together. That's the first one. Jay-Z started out selling CDs from the trunk of his car. Nas' debut album, A Lunatic, was released in 2001. Now I'm gonna run the countdown. When I come back, I'm gonna be ready for y'all answer. So which one y'all think?
Nas.
Yeah, you was right. Look at that.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Dang. You should give
He
me a
loves
chance.
Nas.
Nah,
I
come
do
on,
too.
man.
I do too. I do love God.
Hey man, you definitely have to check out track 3 on my new track. It's called I Keep It Real. I definitely shout Nas out in there. I think you really like them
For
bars.
real? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen to
for
that
real.
tonight. Absolutely. I'm gonna listen to that tonight. So next category is modern hip hop. Y'all ready?
Yeah,
Okay, so Drake began his career as an actor in The Next Generation. Cardi B's real name is Lord, I can't even say that.
Right.
But be something. J. Cole was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, so I'm gonna do the countdown. We'll be right back. I think that was an easy one. Which one y'all
yeah.
think?
I think it's gonna be the Drake one, but
Well, no, I think
wait, hold on.
Drake it would definitely start out as an actor, but it was on a show like called Degrassi or something. I think
Sure.
it's the J. Cole one, but I don't know
Which one y'all?
if it's not the right show though, because I think it was called Degrassi, but I don't know.
So which one y'all going with?
I'm gonna go with the Drake one.
I think.
Final answer. It's
Final
J. Cole. J. Cole lives in actually my hometown, where I stay at, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
See, so it was the J. Cole one.
Yep,
Yeah,
J.
man.
Cole.
So see, I was right. Should
I'm
go
All
with your wife.
Last round is the last round. This category is going to be hip hop business moves. Okay. Dr. Dre sold Beats by Dre to Apple for over $3 million. Kanye West was the first rapper to launch a sneaker with Nike. 50 Cent made millions investing in vitamin water. All right, run the countdown. We'll be back. All right, which one we going with?
I think it's the Kanye one.
Think it's the Kanye?
Yeah.
What about you, Crystal?
I think so too.
Oh, great minds think alike. Okay,
The only thing about the other one that we got wrong was because of the Drake. I thought it was the Grassy or whatever.
right.
I don't listen to Drake. No.
Me and you both. I don't either. I don't either. So I wouldn't have known that question either. I probably guessed that too.
I did used to watch that show at
I
one
thought
point.
you were trying to trick me.
I would have guessed the same thing. All right, so this is now your spot. Like I'm going to pass the mic to y'all guys. So after the countdown, the floor is yours. Whatever you want to tell them about you, how to follow your journey, all the good stuff. Let them know what that favorite track you want them to listen to as well, and give some advice to the younger generation because I feel like this music now is not doing what it need to do.
Right.
So after the countdown, it's on y'all. What's up, everybody? First, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting Breaking the Silence. Because without you, none of this would be possible. None of it. See, Breaking the Silence started off with my voice, me coming out of my shell, me finding me, and doing something I should have done a long time ago. But then as time went by, I was like, you know what? There's some amazing people out here doing amazing things that I want to shine the light on. So that's why you are here. So thank you so much for being a part of Breaking the Silence and continuing to break the silence with me. But now I gotta ask you to do me a favor. Real quick. Can you share this episode with somebody that resonates with, and make sure you do two more things. Subscribe and turn your notifications on so you don't miss another episode. So let's get back into this episode.
What up? What up? My name is PCs, and I think the most important thing for you guys to understand is that the Messiah is key. All right. Right now, I want to let y'all know about my new record that it just released. It's called Temple Half Facts Volume 2. Facts on facts. Great production, great quality, real hip hop all day. I would say listen to all of them tracks. There's 8 of them on there. This is my wife, Crystal Caesar. Yep. Together, we are the Tinfoil Hat Factory. We are a business that is being run, internationally known, and we are providing the truth to everybody. You can check out our hats. We have 35 different sizes and styles of hats for you to choose from. Different colors, clothes, everything that you could be looking for. We're here to let people know that it is all right to be different, to think different, to be who they are, and they're not alone. There's others just like them who are good people looking for the truth to help others find the Messiah and what they need to help going by.
And you can find us everywhere on just Google the Tinfoil Hat Factory, Google PCs. We're on Facebook.
Yeah, PCs. That's P.SEIZE. All platforms from Pandora to YouTube, anywhere you're looking for. Check out the new music video, Just Fine. You can find that on YouTube or anywhere else. That is the first single, the first song off of Tinfoil Hat Facts, Volume 2, Facts on Facts. Got the new music video dropping here in the next week and a half. It's called Too Late, featuring and produced by Marv One, OG battle rapper, King One. Man, much
My
love.
Facebook is Crystal Lynn Caesar, and his is Paul C. Caesar the second. So
Yeah, we're doing it. We're here for the people. We're here for hip hop. That's what I am. Much love to everybody. We appreciate being on the podcast. It's been a great time. Great questions. Much love. Be sure to check us out and show love to everybody who needs it,
Absolutely. It's been a great time, y'all. You said I think I'm getting ready to give them a snippet of Just Fine on the way out. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming and supporting my journey, and I'm gonna be supporting your journey. I want me a red one. Y'all got a red
right,
tinfoil?
we do.
We do.
Yeah, you got to shoot me the
We
website. 'Cause
do.
I got to get me a red one, and I want y'all names on it.
Yeah,
I want
Thank
autograph.
you.
Yes,
Thank
I gotta
you.
have it autographed because, like, right now I have a wall that's right next to me. Y'all can't see that I have of things that my guests send me, and I just put them on my wall and showcase them. So yes,
Nice.
I got to get me a red
we
tinfoil
got
hat.
you for sure.
For sure.
But thank y'all so much for your
Thank
support.
you. This
And
has
if
been
there's
amazing.
anything I can do on my end, please let me know. When you drop a new song, send it to me so I can put it out there. I'll go live just to play one song. I do it all the
Right.
time. Give me a reason to go live. So if you drop
Right.
something new, send it to me and I'll play it and let my audience hear it too.
Be
Nice.
sure to check us out on Facebook too. We'll add each other a link. Let's get it going.
Let's get it going.
Yeah.
But
Thank
thank you
you.
again. You welcome.
Sorry for the impromptu pop in.
No, that's fine. You were wonderful. We had
I
a good
told
time.
him, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's just you, but he insisted. So
No, it's you too.
I was right again.
No, it was you too because you're part of 10-4.
Right,
So
right.
yeah.
Thank you.
You gotta be here.
Cheers.
But yeah, we're gonna be locked in for Twisted Tuesday anyway. So it was good I got to meet you before then.
Right.
Yeah.
See?
Perfect.
So he was right. I'm gonna give
Right.
him.
Right. L
But
for
thank
me.
you
I like
again.
hearing that. I like hearing that.
We gotta give him one time. He might not
I
be
know,
right the
right?
next time,
I'll give him it. Okay.
But thank y'all guys for coming to support me. And we locked in for life. Just know that.
Nice.
Much love. Thank you. Have a blessed rest of your night.
You too. And thank you to the audience that's watching right now. Listen, y'all got to make sure y'all check out his song. I'm going to give you a sneak peek at the end. But make sure y'all check out his music and make sure y'all invest in 10-4. Because I got to get my hat, y'all. They think I want me an autograph hat for real. I got to get me an autograph hat. And best believe when I get it, guess what? I'm going to wear it for episode. Y'all be like, where you get that from? Yeah. So make sure y'all support the journey and his music and the company that him and Crystal has built. And they're trying to send an amazing message. So I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. And I hope that today's conversation reminded you that your voice matters and your story can inspire others. So don't forget to subscribe, like this episode, and share it with someone who needs it. So keep speaking your truth, embracing your journey, and breaking the silence. Because the world, needs your story. So until next time, later, guys.
Hey, he's just calling you back. Everything's fine. Love you guys. Bye.
You know, it's like my dad always said, Procrastination is the assassination of motivation. Forward motion. Got a smile ear to ear, but it's clear what it's from. California's on fire while it's sitting in sun. Victims waiting for the reinforcements to come. All I see is 50 Swifties beating the same drum. Now the evidence is gone, it's funny, so are the drones. Back to being told the line starts back at the cones. Eyes blurry on a mission at the end of the road. 15-minute cities want you stuck in your home. So many depressed, so many feeling alone. Voids filled, but wait, whatever happened to Combs and families in North Carolina or Code? You don't see it no more, you only think of what you show. Cars sitting for hours just to get propane. Is sick of government's lying, and ain't no main. And if you're thinking that I'm lying, someone please explain why all the great restarts started the same. Fix a broken string right quick with the right pick. Keep on smoking up all night, then hit the light switch. Never getting low again, inhale, then blow it to the sky. Day in the life of my kind. The water from the fountain of youth is being dried. I seek perfection I won't reach, but I'm trying. It's deep, but I believe I gotta keep on climbing. No, I'm never getting low again, I'll be just fine. In Yah we trust, not Elon Musk. If you're with me, move swiftly, just keep on up. Say bye to treetops, now robots chop trunks. We in the end of times, homie, know me not nuts. And they got him on the run, cause the flow he speaks. And he probably has the same fate as ODBs. Chin up, they want you to press with no way to vent. Processed food in your belly, no pay for rent. Pay today, and the day is the day that I spend. It's surreal what it do, I can't explain where it went. Want something you never had, do something they won't expect. Repetition got me where I'm at, that and getting bent. It's homicide, there ain't no such thing as an attempt in this day and age. The only good year is a blimp. Awake for an instant, then they got you back to bed. You're confused and are furious, restless and upset. Fix a broken string right quick with the right pick. Keep on smoking up all night, then hit the light switch. Never getting low again, inhale, then blow it to the sky. Day in the life of my kind. The water from the fountain of youth is being dried. I seek perfection I won't reach, but I'm trying. It's deep, but I believe I gotta keep on climbing. No, I'm never getting low again, I'll be just fine. He say Trump's the messiah, I say she is a lie. Bra, metal detector, this detector the why. Never thought this many idiots could fit in this school. That there's something fact checkers won't remove. And they try to say bye-bye to Dubai, while I watch them paint weather patterns up in the sky. Before they started falling, I was chilling, eating almonds. Cloud watching out in Detroit, I could almost see the pollen. Almost every May day and a night. Moonlight illuminating metal, I won't settle for this life. A great parent, my children know what's right, and they know that it's wrong for the sun to be gone. And you're blessed, be thankful if you know what's going on. There's a war going on outside, you gotta stay strong. Another volume, new dance, same song. Won't change, got a problem? Move along. Fix a broken string right quick with the right pick. Keep on smoking up all night, then hit the light switch. Never getting low again, inhale, then blow it to the sky. Day in the life of my kind. The water from the fountain of youth is being dried. I seek perfection I won't reach, but I'm trying. It's deep, but I believe I gotta keep on climbing. No, I'm never getting low again, I'll be just fine. Fix a broken string right quick with the right pick. Keep on smoking up all night, then hit the light switch. Never getting low again, inhale, then blow it to the sky. Day in the life of my kind. The water from the fountain of youth is being dried. I seek perfection I won't reach, but I'm trying. It's deep, but I believe I gotta keep on climbing. No, I'm never getting low again, I'll be just fine. Come on.